This was so hard to do. This one is probably gonna upset some people. You literally cannot argue with me about this. I might trigger some people with this one, but how could you rank these songs and not put this one first? I do not understand. If at any stage you feel like you're enjoying this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button so we can hang out again. Kicking us off at number 20, we have High Infidelity. I don't know, this song just doesn't do it for me. It's by far my least played song from the album. Alright, coming up at number 19, The Age That Taylor Would Have Never Danced With the Devil If He Had Never Looked Her Way. I actually feel like I might trigger some people with this one, but I'm not even sorry. For me, it's Question. I mean, I like the song, but I don't love it. I will definitely let it play if it comes on, but I won't go out of my way to play it. At number 17, I've put Glitch, but I feel like this is a song that's gonna grow on me the more I listen to it, but as of right now, this is where it stands. Next, I put Mastermind. I like this song, but I just don't really relate to it, at least not in the same way that all the people on TikTok seem to be relating to it. I am literally so far from being a mastermind. Next, we have Bejeweled, and even though it was a single, I just feel like there are way better tracks in this album that I can't justify putting it any higher. Coming in at number 15, we have Dear Reader. The vocals in this song are just wow. I really love the production, but it's coming in at number 15 because it's still kind of a slower song, and when it starts really doing it for me, it's like halfway through the song, so yeah. This one is probably gonna upset some people, but I'm also kind of used to upsetting people when I'm ranking things. But at number 14, I'm putting Snow on the Beach. Sorry, it's a really pretty song, but for me, it just didn't do anything special to really stand out from the rest of the tracks. For this next one, TikTok might have been actually partially responsible for me ranking this so high because I really wasn't listening to this track that much when it came out. But with a few days of being on TikTok, I just find myself being like, your ex-friend's sister met someone at a club and he kissed her. And it's actually really catchy and cute, so it's really grown on me. At number 12, we have Sweet Nothing. I actually love this song, but I couldn't put it higher up. Basically because the nostalgic feel of it kind of gives me anxiety, so I can't listen to it that often. Like, I still really like it, but if I play it too much, I start feeling like anxious. I don't know how to explain it. Do you guys have anything similar to that? But I still love it. Next, we have Antihero. I like this song, but I personally wouldn't have had it be the leading single or a single at all. I mean, of course, with that chorus, it almost had to be because it's super catchy. And this song does have really strong songwriting elements, but I guess I just prefer like the musical style of some of the other songs in the album, and that's why I prefer those. I don't know, they just stand out more to me. At number 10, we have Labyrinth. This song is so pretty and it has such a beautiful message behind it. Something that I think most of us have been through is going through a breakup and then feeling like it's the end of the world. And then you meet someone and then everything changes. At number 9, we have Bigger Than the Whole Sky. There is a lot of really sad speculations about what this song is about, and it just makes it that much more vulnerable and emotional. It's just a really painful song, and I just love it because of the emotion it evokes. Next up, we have You're On Your Own Kid, which I actually think is kind of a fan favorite, so I think a lot of people are gonna have it a lot higher up than I have. To be honest, when I first heard this track, it didn't really stand out to me, and I think that's because when she announced the name of the track, I immediately thought of You're Gonna Go Far Kid by The Offspring, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be like a rock song. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. So I set up my own like weird expectations that didn't make sense to begin with, but after a few listens, it really quickly grew on me, especially because of the message behind it. Coming in at number 7, we have The Great War. This track is so well put together, from the lyrics to the different musical elements, the war themes that she uses throughout. I feel like this must have been really close to making it onto the main record, but I just love the notion of the song, being with someone through thick and thin and getting through the hard times. At number 6, we have Lavender Haze, which is essentially I Think He Knows Part 2. It's just a feel-good song. Also, I just found out Zoe Kravitz was one of the writers of the song. Did you guys know that? Coming in at number 5, we have Vigilante. This is again just a fun revenge song that I think we were all waiting for since she announced the name of the track. Feels like something right out of Reputation, and it's a really fun song to get ready to. In 4th place, I decided to put Maroon. I just love the way that the chorus builds up. Coming up in 3rd place, I chose Karma. I think this was by far the most anticipated song of all, and probably people were just expecting that it was gonna be like a badass, like Reputation type of song, but instead we got Karma Is a Cat, and I'm here for it. I cannot play this song and not dance. Like, I just love it. It always gets me moving. You literally cannot argue with me about this. So for me, the runner-up is Midnight Rain, because it stood out to me because how different it was, and I just love music that like dares to be different. I'm totally gonna sound like a pick-me girl, and that's not what I'm going for at all, but I did see on TikTok that for a lot of people, this song was like hard to understand at first. Like they didn't understand the vocal modifications and they weren't getting into it. But then of course with time everybody ended up loving it. But for me, I loved that from the beginnings. And I also just love the theme of the song of being independent and making your own name. So there can only be one number one, and of course I had to choose one that wasn't even on the main album. But how could you rank these songs and not put this one first? I do not understand. Would've, could've, should've. I feel like this song encapsulates everything that we love about Taylor. The storytelling, the bridge that we can't wait to scream at the top of our lungs when we get to it, the emotion behind the song. It's a song to be played on repeat. So what about you guys? What are your top 3 tracks of the album? I didn't include It Hits differently because, well, I'm in Europe. So while I've managed to find ways to listen to the song, it's just not the same as being able to stream it along with the other ones. I of course understand the marketing tactic behind this, but I think all of us in Europe are kind of on the same boat that we can't really listen to it unless it's illegally. When the album first came out, it definitely didn't meet the expectations that I had set up for myself. I was expecting there was gonna be a lot of variety in the sound instead of having like a pretty cohesive sound. Obviously me secretly hoping for like a rock track. But ultimately this album turned out to be amazing as it is. I'm so excited that Taylor is going on tour and I can't wait for her to announce the European dates. If you made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you'd like to hang out again, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I typically make videos talking about music stuff. I also play the ukulele sometimes, but right now apparently the only thing I know how to do is talk about Taylor Swift. So expect a lot more of that for a while. Thanks again for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!